Lift up.
Hi, how are you all? I hope all of us are taking good care of social distancing and whatever we have to follow the instructions of the government. How are you guys doing? I was here last Thursday talking about the activities you could do with dough for 1.5-year-olds to 2.6 years old. I am Deepti Bhandari, founder of Dodo, my brand, and I'm a toddler educator. I run my classes in Bangalore for toddlers. From about 1.5 years to 3.10 year old. My activity center is called Milk Teeth Activity Center. We are both my accounts are there on Instagram. You can follow me at underscore dodo, and you can also follow me at Milk Teeth underscore the activity center. Last week we spoke about why I started Dodo. How is Dodo different from others? Because Dodo is taste safe. Dodo is made by hands by me, and it is non-toxic. So, and there are immense benefits of dough, as I spoke to you about 7 benefits in the last session that we have. You can always go on YouTube and find our sessions on BabyChakra website as well. Now, last time when I spoke, I gave 5 activities for 1.5 to 2.5, and another 3 activities for 2.5 and above. Now, we are going to talk to you about the 2 activities that I missed last time for 2.5 to 3.5. One of the very, very important activities at 2.5 year and 3 year is to develop pre-writing skills. Now, pre-writing skills is something like this. I have made a chart. Pre-writing skills. So you can draw 2 lines, curved line, a zigzag line, straight line, this kind of a zigzag line, and swirls. Now, how you can use this as pre-writing skills? One thing is you can roll the dough and give a pencil kind of a thing and ask them to draw this by you showing them what to do. And the second thing, so that will be your second step. For the first step, what you have to do is you have to take the dough. I hope you can see this. I'm taking the dough. Imagine this should be kept on flat surface, not like this because I'm not able to focus my camera. I'm doing that. You take the dough. The child rolls the dough like this, and then he places the dough like this. So for straight line, he places like this. For curved line, so he's making a curved pattern like this. For a swirl, he's making a pattern like this. He's repeating the pattern is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So once he's repeating the pattern, he's getting a hang of what he's supposed to do with the clay. And these are the pre-writing skills that you can develop. So he can do this, he can do this, stick this. So these are the pre-writing skills that you have to start from 2.5 years onwards. You can also do this on a sheet of paper and ask them to trace. So one of the very important skills that the clay develops or the Play-Doh develops is fine motor skills, which in turn develops his handwriting later. And this sheet that I said is helpful for pre-writing skills. Now, the second thing, at this time, the child, like once he's about 3 years old, he starts talking a lot about about whatever word he's picking up from the environment, and he's talking about his imaginations. So at that time, we have a kit called the animal kit. So in the animal kit, we have the some grasses like this. We have clay or Play-Doh, obviously. We have a bucket. We have a fence. So like if this is my farm animal kit, I would use this by singing Old McDonald's. So I will roll my brown color dough. I will keep animals. I'll keep a fence on the dough like this. And then I can sing Old MacDonald had a farm. And in that we can teach a lot of names to about the animals, how this animals make a sound. We know that the farmer takes a bucket to get milk from the cow, and the sheep and the goats are in the fence. So you can put a fence on the door. It can stick like that. You can use hey. So pretend play it has a lot of benefit at that time, because not only their imagination and skills and vocabulary is increasing, but also many other things are increasing. Another pretend play that we have in our kit is the astronaut kit. Now in the astronaut kit we have an astronaut dough. So you can see the dough has shining star like this. So what do you do with the astronaut dough? You, like as in the last class I mentioned, you have to have some plastic sheet below for the clay. So if a child has to use the astronaut kit, he will roll out the galaxy like this. Then we have a cute little astronaut here who will sit on the who will come in the galaxy. This is a satellite. So these kind of words, imagine a 3-year understanding these kind of words and talking about that. This is the unidentified object. This is a spaceship. Then we have a thermocol ball where the child can imagine and make his own earth like this with a blue color dough. Then we have small pretend play prompts. So this is like, they can use it like planets. This can be the sun, the moon. So, you know, this kind of imaginative play with the child gets with a Play-Doh, it's a different kind of understanding that the child understands. So this is for 3.5-year-old to 5-year-old that we are talking about. So we have pretend play as one of the major plays at that age, where the child is pretending to be a shopkeeper, an astronaut, a farmer, a chef, like what not. So at that time, if you can introduce only few a little, just need some clay and a lot of prompts for the child to use it on the clay, Play-Doh, to understand what are the different things that he can do with the Play-Doh. Now coming to his vocabulary. So this is one of the things that I have taken with the dough. You can make this. This is, and you teach him. So we are teaching him opposites. So this is long, short, big, small, thin, thick, smooth, bumpy, whole, half. There's one more there. Can you get me? Uh, Round, flat. So I'm teaching opposites by not only talking about what opposites are, or not only showing him what opposites are, but also telling them that you can see and make the opposite. So this is a smooth heart, this is a bumpy heart, this is a flat heart, this is a round shape, this is long, this is short, this is small, this is big. So right, so you can teach them opposite as well from a dough. So here you're teaching them their vocabulary. The third thing that you're going to teach a 5-year-old is, this is just a game that I have made. You can get a lot of things on internet. This is called Roll a Rainbow. Now roll a rainbow, not only he's learning colors or digits by the dice, he's also learning how to code. Now if you see this very carefully, I have written color. If this is one dot, the color is red, and one dot coincides here. So if you roll a dice and if you get 3 or 4, so he has to see, or the child has to see 4 dots means color. 4 dots means color green. So he will roll out. Okay, imagine I'm rolling out purple, 6. So I'm going to roll out 6. I'm getting purple color. I'm rolling it. And wherever there is 6, I'm going to put my dough like this. I'm going to roll the dough. I'm going to roll the dough and put it like this. So what is he learning? He's not only learning how to count, he's not only learning numbers, but he's also learning to code. Like 6 color, number 6 means purple, and number 6 means purple, and I'm putting 6 purple on the same color. So imagine a child who's 3 years and doing this. He's learning a lot of things at the same time, just with one material, that is Play-Doh. Now, after learning about pretend play, opposites, and counting numbers, what you could teach. Can I have some yellow, please?
Yellow?
Yeah, yellow. What you can teach a 3-year-old. So obviously, you know that there are colors that he's learning at the same time. But also you can teach them mixing of colors. Now, why it is very, very important to teach them mixing of colors is to show them the beauty that not everything is found in nature. You have to make certain things. Also, the beauty of mixing, like, few parents are really, really worried that what if the clay gets mixed? It looks so ugly, it's of no use. So, because the child says, "Nahi, this is dirty, I don't want to play with this," you have to teach the child the value of new colors in life. So this is one of the things that you can teach them. You can take some yellow color. You can also take red. So what are the three primary colors? Red, yellow, and blue. So you can use these three primary colors and make many more colors. So I'm using red and yellow over here. And when I'm mixing red and yellow, can you see the tinge of green wherever the red and blue have mixed? Yes. So this is what you can teach a child, that when you mix two colors, one new color is formed. So even if he mixes two or three colors and it looks a little dark and brown and black, you as a parent have to try and motivate him and reinforce that any color is a new color. There's nothing called good color or bad color, bright color, or dirty color or a nice color. So this is the beauty of the Play-Doh, that if you mix any color, a new color is formed. And yeah, you can teach them mixing of colors. So I've got a green color dough over here. Now, these are the activities for a 3.5-year-old old up to a 5-year-old. And one more that I had forgotten to say is the sight words. Now, what are sight words? Sight words are those words which many a time you cannot read it phonetically. Also, these are the words which appear again and again and again. When you read he is, she is, this is, that is, so is, that, she, he, one, two, one, and here, there, all these are sight words. How can you teach sight words to a child? So I'm rolling a little bit of dough over here. I'll just turn the camera. After rolling the dough, I can use a pencil or a pen or a stamp or whatever I have and write a word. So I'm writing can over here. Can you see? I've written the word can here. So can, every time I'm teaching a word to the child, I'm writing the dough, I'm expecting the child to repeat what I'm writing, also pronounce as I'm writing. So this is another material. You can always, of course, do it on a paper, with a paper or a pencil. But when you give different kind of materials to your child, he tends to grasp things better. And also, he will like to explore things. He will not say, "No, I don't want to study. I don't want to read." You can use a black sketch pen and a glass, the mirror at the home, and do the same activity with that as well. You can write the sight words on that and ask the child to repeat it, to see the spelling and to understand, to read it, to understand, to repeat the spelling basically. So here I've written can with the dough, and like this you can write at, mat, sat, he, she, the, and you can also teach the difference between the, and, a, so there are a lot of things that you can teach only, and when you use different materials, the impact is much more. Now going to activities for 5 and above, 5 to 7 years. So the first thing that I'm going to teach here is, I taught you opposites, how you could teach opposites, how you could teach sight words, how you could teach their own spellings. Now we're doing something very, very interesting, and this is called prepositions. I'm just turning the camera so that you can see it much, much better. Now I'm teaching prepositions to do. Our entire focus that we are talking about here is the purple color that I'm using. How am I teaching preposition with this? So this is a object that we are talking about, the center of our conversation, and this is another base. So I'm saying this is on that. The purple color is on. So what preposition the child is learning is on. Then you can teach the preposition in between. Now I am taking two doors like this and keeping again my center of conversation in between the two doors. So what am I teaching here? I'm teaching that the purple color is in between the orange color. You're getting what I'm trying to say? If you have any questions, you can leave it into the comment section and I will get back to you. Also, you can ask me questions on my Instagram page. That's underscore Dodo, or my Facebook page Dodo. So these are the ways you can get in touch with me to ask me any questions. So here I'm talking about in between. So this was on. This is in between, or between, the preposition between that we are talking about. Now I'm teaching the preposition front. So if I'm making a wall, this kind of a wall with orange color, and I'm talking my center of conversation, this one, I'm taking about this and saying purple is in front of orange. Purple is in front of orange. Then I can teach the preposition under. Again, I'm making a table kind of a thing with the door. And I'm putting my purple color in under it. So I'm teaching the preposition under it. The purple color dot is under the orange color, is under. So we learned on, between, in front and under. Now, inside, you can teach inside. Same way you can teach outside, backside, back, front, all these prepositions in the same way. So this is a orange color ring that I made, and I'm putting my center of conversation, the purple color, into it. So I'm saying the purple color is inside the orange. So this is one of the ways that you can use do is to teach prepositions to your child. We learned how to show opposites, and now we learned how to show prepositions. Moving forward, this is for a 5-year-old to 7-year-old. Now, from 5-year-old to a 7-year-old, we are going to soon launch a new kit called the Math Kit. How you can teach addition, subtraction to your child. I'll just turn the camera so that you can see it better. Lift it up. Turn. No. So I'm rolling my dough. One thing that I can teach my child is numbers like this. So I'll take smaller numbers, the benefit of time. So I can teach him numbers like this, 3 and 4. And then we have these kind of sticks I showed you last time. So he will say, what is 3? Then he will take 3 sticks and put like this, 3 and 4. So he's learning how to count and also place the numbers. You can do vice versa. You can place the stuff on the door and ask him to find the number, or you can put the number and ask him to put the sticks. So this is one of the things that you can do is for counting. Now you can, the same thing you can do with addition. So how do you to show addition? You can take a symbol which says addition or add. So add 3 plus 4. So the child will say 3 plus 4. He has to search another number, or the answer for the question is 7. That's the way he can do addition. So what he'll do, 3 plus 4, he'll count the sticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he'll place 7 like these, like this. So you can teach addition. You can teach subtraction in the same way, like from 4, 3, what answer do you get? So again, he'll search for the number. He'll say from 4, I need to take away 3. So he will remove 3 from 4. What is left? He'll say 1, and he can find 1 like this. So there are like 10 different ways that you can teach them numbers. You can roll out more dough. You can keep the dough. You can, stamp numbers on the dough, stamp your questions on the dough. There's so many things that you can do to teach addition. Now I can teach you, you can write add instead of the plus sign. I've also written add, then I've written subtract. So you can write 2 numbers and place the card over there. Then you can teach them greater than and less than. So you can keep as the topic as greater than or less than, and give them dough to roll. Then you say, supposingly you're giving this, and you'll ask them with two numbers. Again, I'm taking 4 and 3, smaller numbers. So you'll ask them, compare 4 and 3. Then they will find their cards and place it on the door saying 4 is greater than 3. In fact, they can even make greater than and less than signs from the door. So they can make something like this with another color and say this is greater than or less than according to the question. Then you can teach them ascending, descending. You can make a lot of these kind of cards and teach them all the different basic math concepts that you want to teach with a door. We also have these kind of dices. So you use the dice. What number is coming? You show me that number on door. So he's going to either write the number 1. So you're working on the writing skills, and or you can also show me number 1 or count the number of objects and place the number of objects. So Play-Doh is a very versatile material. You can write on it, you can roll it or mold it into whatever you want to do. It subtly becomes whatever you want, you imagine it want to become. So yeah, you can do a lot of mathematics also with Play-Doh. So this is our math kit where we have dice, we have coins, we have a lot of things that we put into it. We also put question and answers, how you can use the door. This was about maths, and we finished maths and vocabulary. Now let's move forward. Now we're going to talk about what you can teach with dough. You can teach shapes and names of parts of flower like this. You can teach you can teach planets, you can teach part of flower to a 5 to 7-year-old. You can in fact show them that this is leaves, this is seed, this is disc floret, this is this is ray florets, then these are stem, this is root. So you can in fact draw the entire plant. If you're homeschooling, then you can keep a flower next to it and ask the child to repeat the same things. So you can teach part of plants, part of flowers, planets. You can teach them transportation. You can teach them world map. If you have an Indian Atlas scale that you find in market, you can do the imprint on the door, and you can ask him to write many other things on that. So also you can teach emotions to your child. You can draw a face and ask him to make a happy face or a sad face. For example, I'm making a face here. And I'm going to ask the child, what face is this? What emotion is this? It's a sad emotion. So I'm teaching him how to express his emotions also. Happy, confused, angry. So there are a lot of emotions, ways that you can teach emotions with a Play-Doh. You have to just take help of a little bit of Pinterest or Google and make the same thing on the thing. And in fact, you can take templates, like you can take a printout without eyes, nose and mouth, just the outline of the face, and give it to your child, laminate it, put it into any transparent plastic sheet, and ask him to finish the entire face. So the child will put eyes in the place of eye, nose in the place of nose, mouth in the place of mouth, and then you can take it one step further and say, how are you feeling right now? Can you show me on the piece of paper as how are you feeling? And they can draw a happy face or a sad face. They are trying to express what they're feeling. So they can even, sometimes if they're worried, they will tell you that I don't know how to show I'm worried. So you can ask them, why are you worried? You can take the conversation further deeper and understand what your child is going through at that time. Then you can make a maze of a Play-Doh. Isn't that interesting? So I've made a maze out of Play-Doh. Now, these were the activities for 3-year-old to 5-year-old to 7-year-old. So I'll just quickly revise. We did prepositions, we did opposites, we did mathematics, we touched upon the gross motor skills, the maze. Then we did pretend play, we did emotions, we did parts of plants, so you can do the same thing with planets and the other things that I just told you. Now going forward, we are going to do something quickly for 7 to 9 year olds. So with a dough, so you can have four, five, or three, four colors. You can make different circles. I mean, not so different circles. You can make same size circles of three or four, five colors, three colors. So 3 into 3, you have to make 9 circles of each color, and then you can play color Sudoku with a child. So I'll just show you with three colors how you could play color Sudoku. So I have blue, purple, orange. Sudoku says that the game of Sudoku is that in no row or column, the number should be repeated. Here we are doing with color. No row or column, the color can be repeated. So supposingly, I'm putting blue here, I'm putting purple here, I'm putting orange here. Then I cannot put orange here or here. So what I'm left with to do, I have to put orange here. My purple will come here, my blue is going to come here. So this what you can teach a 7-year-old, that you can make this into a lot of different variations, 2 by 2, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, 6 by 6. So if you have a lot of colors, then you can do this, and again you can again just put it into a box. You're not wasting any of the resources, paper, pencil, you're not used anything, and you can always reuse the dough. You can play tic-tac-toe with this. So if I'm making a tic-tac-toe with a dough like this, because of the time, I'm just going to make shorter versions of everything. And then I can play nought and crosses. So instead of nought and crosses, you can have just two color of dough is enough. Just two color of doughs and with one color. So we are doing, this is mine, this is yours, the same thing how we did color Sudoku. They can play noughts and crosses also. In fact, you can even draw noughts and crosses like this and give them two colors of dough and ask them to play noughts and crosses. So we played Sudoku. Yep, we've played tic-tac-toe. And you can take it as a traveling kit. So if you're going out for a holiday, instead of carrying so many beads, marbles, or pen, paper, just two color dough, and you can do so many games with it. The next thing that I would want to tell about a 7 to 9 year old is you can use it in school projects. Then वो opposite वाला paper था ना सही वाला, and you can use it in school projects. You can make portraits out of it, and school projects that I'm talking about is you use for making volcanoes, for making mountains, and portraits that I'm talking about is you can make portraits like this. So you can give a child and make, he can make the bark of the tree, little flowers. Molding a clay is a different art altogether. So with Play-Doh, you're giving him the first chance of teaching that art. So you can use and teach them a lot of how to make flowers, how to make small miniature fruits, vegetables, a scenery. So a 7 to 9 year old can do these kind of things easily. They can use it in school projects, play Sudoku, play tic-tac-toe. And the last thing that I want to say is how you can teach body parts. So if I have the brain printout, so I have taken this and I've taught my child a little bit about brain. So this is the brain. I've taken a colored printout and I'm going to teach about each part of the brain, what is it called and what does it do. And I'm going to place the dough in the same, like I'm going to roll it and I'm going to make conversions and I'm going to put on this part, red color, yellow color, purple color, blue color. At the same time, what I'm doing, a 7-year-old can remember the names of the parts of the brain. Also, can pinpoint and tell you this is the memory part, or this is the reflex part, or this is where I taste, where the taste or the smell registers. So you can do this activity also with a 7 to 9 year old. You can do mathematics, you can do science, you can do English, you can do a lot of things like Play-Doh is a versatile material. You should use it. There are a lot of benefits. It helps in uh, usage of resources, and it is reusable. Take care of it. Put it in a plastic sheet. And yes, so this was my second session on how to use Play-Doh in different ways for 3.5 to 9-year-old. We covered everything, and I haven't missed anything that I had decided, so that I can convey. And I also told you this in the last time that I came, that thank you, Baby Chakra, for a beautiful platform to start my mission and vision of spreading the benefits of Play-Doh for a child from 1.5-year-old till 9-year-old. Thank you so much. Signing off, Deepti Bhandari. I will go through your answers in the comment section and definitely answer, because I have some technical issues. I'm not able to see the question and the live together. I'm getting back to your answers on the comment section. Thank you so much. क्या था बोला मैंने?
चलो